What is the worst U.S. state to live in? Is this the annual Mississippi bashing? No one has mentioned my state yet, so I'm just gonna creep away and assume all is good. Whenever you see a map with Mississippi rank number 1, you know the map is talking about something awful. Like illiteracy or child mortality. My parents retired and sold their house on Alaska to move to Mississippi. They regret it and hate it there. But the house prices in Alaska skyrocketed. And they can't afford to move back. Anyway, I have learned the term, sundown town, since then. I am going to say, without ever having been there, that Mississippi is the last state on my list to ever live in. And why is it Mississippi? Mississippi. I was only there for 8.5 months and I hated it. I lived in West Virginia for a couple years. That place is rough. There's still lots of houses up in the hollers with dirt floors and no indoor plumbing. In 2023, no flushing toilets. It's crazy. The drug situation is absolutely hollowing out the younger generations. Much of it is like a third world country. I live in Indiana now. And it ain't great. But it doesn't compare to WV, let me tell you. Probably Mississippi or Oklahoma. Always thought of those states having very high poverty and not much opportunity. Mississippi or Oklahoma. Here in Louisiana we shrug and say, at least we aren't Mississippi, pretty regularly. New Mexico is pretty rough in regards to crime and poverty. But if you can get a half-decent job, the cost of living is pretty low. Plus there aren't really any natural disasters. So, probably not the worst. But not great either. Plus, you constantly have to deal with people thinking you're part of Mexico. Missouri seems to be going downhill fast. Aside from politics, geographically, I think Arizona is the worst state. Or Nevada. Very limited amounts of fresh water. The sun is brutal and can kill very easily due to lack of trees. I never want to live anywhere where you need to check your shoes for scorpions. The summers are regularly getting over 115 degrees. Tarantulas. Just absolutely no likelihood for survival without immense help from water pumped in from other states and intense air conditioning. Worst state? From a climate and weather point of view, Texas sucks right now lol. Nothing like a 107 to ruin your outdoor plans. For context, you know when you preheat your oven to 450 and open the door to insert a dish. That blast of hot air? Yeah, it feels like that when you step outside. Also, I'm not from Arizona, but those guys had a 115? F that. It seems like I never hear anything nice about Alabama. Edit. It's nice to hear all the good things from people who actually live there. Alabama seems to be the butt of many jokes about inbreeding, ignorance, racism, etc. Perhaps you all need a major PR push. West Virginia is not only backwater, but you can feel its various cities literally dying. Hawaii can be hit or miss with some people. I've met people who hate it here. Between the extreme cost of living and being surrounded by ocean, they develop some serious cases of island fever. But that falls on people's personal preferences. Now Mississippi on the other hand. They're almost always dead last on everything good. I'm just saying this as someone who doesn't even live in the US. But it seems that whenever the weather goes slightly too warm or slightly too cold in Texas, everyone loses power, and instead of trying to fix it they blame Democrats while people are left to die. Mississippi. Know someone born and raised there, and she said she didn't know the truth about slavery until her 20s when she moved to NYC. She thought they were happy members of each family. It's bonkers. Mississippi or West Virginia. Both are consistently ranked low for things like education and indicators of health, like obesity and CVD, as well as other things. I've visited all 50 states and lived in 10 for more than a year. Nevada sucks. It's superficial and hot, full of crime. Indiana is also a butthole state. Washington sucks for politics, crime, taxes. Montana is my favorite place I've lived. Huge state with a population of 1,008,000 people. I live in a log cabin on 15 acres that's 15 minutes from Walmart, but I'm out in the woods. I pay $1,800 per month mortgage. My town has everything I need and almost no real crime.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.